All right, welcome back. This is now our third stream up. We are getting ready to start pace. Sorry for the technical difficulties. As I was saying, we're getting ready to start pacing. Drivers are almost finished lining up on pit road. As you see, first ever time in IndyCar, in our IndyCar series, we've had a split pit road, so drivers are able to choose which side they want to come down on. And there's no advantage or disadvantage which side you choose. But with the length of the pit road, we've had to go double. So this is going to be the first time drivers experiment with that. Drivers are in the order that they qualified in. Man, before we start pacing, Nas and Puff, what are your views on this race? How do you think this race is going to go? What is your highs and what is your lows? Where do you think that's going to be in the race?
with with these drivers. But strategy is going to be very important. I feel like drivers, especially Asian, done um has done a lot of testing and has gone through a lot of strategies. So I do feel like we should watch that Ray Hall and Letterman Lanigan team through their strategy. Puff.
Oh, sorry. But for me, my highs are going to be the draft. The draft is going to work amazing here at Arlington, as we see here. It is mostly flat out throughout most of the track, specifically that long back straightaway. But I'm going to agree with you. The cons are turn one, left one. It's going to go horribly wrong. Sorry about that. It's going to go horribly wrong because it's not going to work. There's going to be a crash. But yeah, anyways, Ori, would you like to say anything?
Well, my personal highs and lows. I think for me, I think the highest point of the race is going to be when drivers are settled in. You know, the race has got spread out. Everybody's starting to run their own race. The aggressiveness has turned down. The intensity has turned down. The tension is at an all-time low. I think when the race is at its subtle point and everybody's working strategy, you don't need to worry about when's the next caution. I feel like that's the highest point of the race at all times. Lowest point, definitely when those continuous cautions start to come out, and certain guys get wrecked out that they shouldn't have. That's gonna be my lowest points of the race. But I feel like overall we're gonna see a lot of you know a lot of comers and goers, especially for the lead. I do not believe you can hold your position for that long. You will definitely not be able to hold your position for that long. I feel like mistakes are going to come left and right, and I'm highly confident on a first lap caution. I don't know about you guys. I'm highly confident on a first lap caution at any point.
Yeah, I do agree with you. As Race Control is saying, Puff needs to join. Oh my God, Puff needs to join the game right now so we can get this race started. There we go. As these drivers they are going to do one complete pace lap around. I do believe we are GNT. So when we do cross the line, Race Control will give the message of green this time. Then on the back straightaway, the leader will line up on the right-hand side of the track with the Ford going to the left side, and then the following drivers going to their specific rows. But they are going to have to be very careful, especially the people at the back. That's where we see all the incidents happen. They try and make it 3, maybe even 4 wide. Horrible mistake. well, horrible choice for them. Never want to see them do that ever.
Yes, that is
But we
partially true.
are going to see them cross the start-finish line. Well, actually, the finish line don't even have a start line, and it is on the back straightaway.
All right,
I
and
believe race control has repeatedly gone green close to turn 1 or close to turn 10, so we do not have a big run into that corner.
oh,
It is
Agent
But we
GT.
are-
smacked the inside wall at turn 1.
Yeah, Agent's already hitting the wall. Great start to his race.
Little
As
mistake
yes,
there.
as we see here, I think is it green this time?
Oh, we haven't seen
Not got the
some.
word yet from race control.
We have no word from race control, but honestly, IndyCar in Texas has been a lot of history. We've had Texas Motor Speedway, Circuit of the Americas, and now the Arlington Street Race. Guys, it's an honor for us three to be doing this with commentary because this is kind of history in road racing. Brand new track, never been used before, but now is a
Beautiful
round the
track.
horse.
Beautiful track.
Yeah,
Beautiful
beautiful
track.
track.
Beautiful track and a beautiful sports complex. There's AT&T Stadium, Choctaw Field, which was not built, Globe Life Field, home of the Rangers,
Got a lot of
and
big,
then
the vibe is just filled with a whole bunch of, positive, positive activity. This via racing, you've got a whole bunch of iconic iconic landmarks. You've got people all over the place. So this is a great spot to host this race, and I believe we're going to be in for a really good one, especially if the drivers know what they're doing.
we do have.
I do not believe we are going green this time, as you would have already seen the message showing up. So I think we are going to do another lap. But fans have completely packed out the grandstands, as you're going to see. Not a single seat left open.
Yeah.
Fans are just lining up on the sides of the track, just waiting for waiting for those races to get started.
Yeah, grandstands are
you
pretty
know-
packed here. Tickets sold out pretty early, so.
I forgot to
Yeah,
mention.
tickets sold out day 1.
I forgot to mention there was one more Texas track that was used back in IndyCar. That was back in 2014. This was the last time they raced in the street course in Texas. That was Houston. Back in 2014 was the last time the IndyCar series was in Texas for a street race. As if you remember what happened back in Houston 2013 when Dario Franchitti smacked that catch fence. This is also danger lingering around for this track. Hold up. Sorry. But there is a lot, tight corners, straightaways, typical street course. But honestly, from what we saw in that one test video, Nas, at that test crash,
Yeah, that was a huge wreck.
if that were to happen in the race, that would take out probably half the field. And be a repeat of the Kimi late model Tour Freedom Factory race. And if you weren't there, only 2 cars finished that race.
Yeah, we did have a driver fly out of the track that race.
Yeah, that was Prime. It was not here. I think he. Oh, green this time. All right, we've got race control confirmation. Green this time. Corey, are you ready?
I'm ready. This is going to be a interesting first lap and race. First lap and race is what I'm looking at right now. First lap, I believe we're going to see a big mistake cause a pileup. I'm hoping for the opposite, but as these guys, I hope the drivers are as ready as us, because it's them that need to push it through those first couple corners. You got to get the elbows out early. You get the elbows out early, put yourself in a position where you're not near a pack of cars. If you're in a pack of cars, the probability of you crashing is very high. So you got to get the elbows out. Agent taking pole was a very good spot from the B4, grabbing second. 2 guys who have beat heads they beat heads a numerous amount of times. So those guys having first and second, they got to get the elbows out. They get the elbows out, they'll be safe.
But there
are some important drivers back in the pack. We have Blake in the number 9. More importantly, Kimi, almost starting probably around row 3 or more like row 5 or 6.
Drivers are
Wasn't gonna
doubling
say
up.
that because people would lose it. As we
Getting
enter
ready
the
to
back straightaway,
go.
going side by side.
You know,
Kimmy, oh, a
you know,
little bit of
the back-
contact.
Contact.
Kimmy,
this track
As
could
we
be
are.
won. Wait, hold up. This track could be won by tire strategy. So watch your tires as we are about to go green from the Arlington Street Course.
Agent Ford
Down.
side by side, a little bit of contact as they come up to the zone, waiting on the
Yeah,
race
already
controls
hitting each
command. As they
On the
come up
Any
minute
into
now,
the,
we're-
I believe this is the zone. Coming up into the zone.
Yeah, we are in the
the
start zone
inaugural.
coming up. We don't want a good run. But this is the Arlington, the Java something Grand Prix Green from Arlington. Agent on the right hand side, Ford on the outside, entering turn 10, nearly 3 wide at the
Oh,
back.
already
got corners
contact.
off track.
30's off. Dab.
All hitting each other.
Oh,
We got contact
Kimmy's
already on the
Kimmy's in the wall.
start. Oh, horrible
Ryder and
start.
Blake in the wall.
they did.
Oh, what a terrible start for Dino and Purdy, fast 6 drivers.
Very.
Now see here down the front,
Oh,
down this back stretch.
Oh, we've got a
Almost-
crash early.
Oh, Stormy drops back, is now down the front stretch. Oh, Famous has crashed.
No caution.
Apologies, could not find him on the spectate.
I found him.
think
I found him.
Yeah, I found him
But
before the,
Agent
that was
will
before the
lead.
crash.
Agent will lead lap 1. Congratulations, Agent. You have made row racing history as the first driver.
Oh, there's just a bunch of contact. We're in the field. They're 3 wide. Almost Dave backs out. Here comes 30 around him.
But as we see here, it is all based on Will
Oh,
Agent.
Kimmy gets stuck on the wall.
We got cars smacking the wall. I'm taking a look at the rest of the field as I am getting a little freezing here. As we see
And
here,
they're going to take the back straightaway at speed this first time by.
I'm going to go
Agent
second.
leading.
All right, let's see that draft. Here's Ford. Can he take it?
He's in the slipstream. Can already see
Oh,
him
he's
trying to
coming.
close up a
Creeping.
little bit more.
200, 205. He's creeping up. He's in 205. Oh, he cracked
That's
210.
a really hard drive into that corner. That was an amazing job by Ford. Really good. He got it real on the brakes. I'm surprised no lockup, and he gained a immense amount of time in that that right-hander. That tight right-hander, that was a really big risk by Ford to do that. As you see the tire difference, he's on the blacks compared to Agent, who's on the faster compound. But those red tires really do burn out. I think he's also trying to get that tire compound switch rule out of the way so he doesn't have to worry about it for later on in the race. But for right now, Ford is keeping the gap where he wants it.
Yeah, Kimmy hit the inside wall, battling for P8. 30 on the outside. Now he's going to have the inside.
Oh, Turdy runs a little
Almost
bit
puts him
wide
in the
there.
wall.
As
He's
I
going to get him back. Here comes Dave in the Prema.
Yes, Dave and Prema racing
Napa in the runoff.
red,
Into turn 4.
red, white, and green, stuck behind the Dryer and Reinbold and Ray Hall Lanigan entry of Kimmy and the Dryer Reinbold of Turdy. Now entering the Ford.
Still side by side. Kimmy gets ahead. Here comes the 90.
Oh, here comes
Trying to
Dave.
go around the outside. A little bit
A
of
lot
contact.
of contact between these three. Turdy is not
Oh,
giving
don't
his
go
position.
wide. Oh, good. Oh, they're going to
Turdy
be
trying to
side by
grab
side.
the
This is going to be a
elbows
big pack down the back straightaway.
It's gonna be
And just
side
ahead
by
of them, Napa looking on Suki.
It's going to be a drag race between Kimmy and Turdy as they go down the back straightaway. A lot of
Oh, Napa's in the
jostling
wall.
around on the back straightaway. Contact between Turdy and Kimmy as they come up into the heavy right-hander. Somebody's going to have to give. It's going to be tight. Kimmy's going to try the
Turdy's-
crossover. Doesn't work. It does not work. Turdy is going to be out ahead.
He's
Kimmy's
there.
back in there.
And they're battling up ahead. That's Napa, Ryder, and Zuki.
So
Turdy's going to
Turdy
lose out on Dave.
had a bad turn. He had a bad turn 11. Now he has to try
He's going
and...
to cross him
Oh.
over, though. Now he's going to look on the outside. Turn 1, he had this a lap ago. Now Ryder's around.
Oh, contact.
No,
That's
they're-
4 cars under a
Oh,
blanket.
imagine that.
In the
Just got
one of
swallowed
the
up.
tightest sections on the track. That was 4 cars right there. Ryder was coming out of pits and obviously crossed over with the battle. Luckily, they sorted that out. So now he's squished between 2 teammates. Turdy squished between 2 teammates. Dobb ahead, Stormy behind. Turdy crosses over Dobb. It's going to be this horseshoe section. Dobb a little bit wide. Stormy's going to... sorry, not Stormy. Turdy crosses him over. shoot down into the corner. Dobb hits the wall on top of turning around into his teammate Stormy. Ryder gets collected,
Ryder
drives
just
into it.
into him.
Luckily, no damage. They'll continue on.
Yeah, more lucky for Dave and Turdy, who had a car on top of him.
So Kimmy broke away from that pack. Now sits currently 8th, trying to chase down Sloth in 7th. Behind him in the draft, Turdy is in 9th, and those guys sorted out that battle.
He's in the wall.
Oh,
That's
crash.
you guy, damage,
And caution's out. That's the first
that's the left rear.
suspension crash of the day. So that will be
Oh,
his
watch out.
reset gone.
Watch out.
That'll be his reset gone. And he'll be the first car of the day to go one car down. Agent Ford really drove away from the rest of the field there. I mean, well, Agent.
Famous is also on his last car.
Oh, Famous.
Yeah,
I believe Famous is good. I don't think they threw don't think he's on his last car. There was no caution thrown. I think it was just wing damage. I think the suspension is where you get you lose that reset. I don't think Famous got suspension damage there.
We're going to check in with race control on that.
We'll have to see. So far, your
Yeah, race
lineup.
control does say yes. Fame is on his last car.
Okay, so Famous is on his last car too.
So wing and tire damage do count for your reset, so that is going to be interesting to look for. As we might be able to get green this time, we're just waiting on Zukai to get back.
So Agent Ford discharged Blake Napa top 5. Kimmy was able to get to 6th after the mistake made by Sloth. So he currently sits 6th with Turdy behind him in 7th, Nass in 8th, Dobb in 9th, Ryder 10th. Obviously that mistake made by Dobb was quite costly for him and Turdy. Really dangerous too. Luckily enough for that halo. But he will sit in 9th. Did not lose much time. Obviously this caution did save him, put him back with the group. And it will be GTT. And it is off of the leader whenever he chooses to go.
Yeah, it is an interesting restart zone. It is a little bit after turn 11, and then the restart zone ends after turn 12, that last corner. So it is a pretty interesting restart zone. We might see the leader go after turn 12, but the restart rules are here. Leader does have control after race control does post leader control. So we are just waiting for that message to get popped up, as I do think I see that restart line. I don't think that was a line. I think it was just something with a box. But we are just waiting for that race control message, and then Agent can go.
Into the last corner.
Well, it might be at that line.
Agent's gone.
And we are green. And a bunch of cars hitting, I think that's the 2 premise, hitting the outside wall, entering that last corner.
Got to be a lot of jostling down into this first turn, a lot of contact being made.
Yeah, Napa on, got a little bit of air, getting squeezed by Kimmy. Kimmy's going to get past him. Napa, one of those fast cars. Dave looking to go 3 wide, but that door slammed shut.
A lot of contact. Everybody stacking up. Huge contact. Ryder's getting thrown around.
And Ford is on the rear wing of Agent, looking to the outside. Oh, and he might have almost got there. He is past him. But Agent's going to have that run on the back straightaway. Ford trying to block that inside, couldn't get there. Blake leading the second pack. His discharge going to get there. Dave and Napa going to look side by side. Here comes Agent for the lead on the inside. Side by side into turn 10. Agent's going to clear him. Ford looking for that switchback. He's going to get there on the inside. Blake and discharge side by side behind them.
Agent around the outside. Clear for the lead goes Agent.
Yeah, discharge clear for 3rd place. Turdy gonna look for Pete for 4th. And Nash just
Kimmy.
slipped to the back of Kimmy. That's most likely gonna be a warning or maybe even a penalty from race control.
Yes,
Just gonna have to
Dobbs
wait on
smacked the
that.
inside wall there. Widened out coming into turn 2 now as they go on to this 2nd straightaway.
Oh, Stormy into Ryder. Near the back. Agent's pulling away a little bit.
Agent on those red tires, starting to drive away again. Ford in 2nd, trying to keep with him. Now, he can't catch that gap just yet, but that crossover point is coming, and it's coming pretty soon. Ford is a little bit close. Ford is way closer, actually, than he was before that caution had came out. So that crossover point starting to come. So Aiden's going to have to think about his strategy here in a little bit of when he wants to come down, because after that crossover point hits, it's not going to be much of pulling away from Ford, but actually defending.
Yes, that is
Ford in the draft. Agent, 63 tires. Ford, 82. So 20% difference. I do believe that crossover point is around 50%. Ford on the inside almost was there.
Not Dino. Nash. As we've seen, these two have been going back and forth. He almost put him in the pit. I don't know what that was, but Ford to the lead. Here.
Yeah, Ford joining.
Oh, Agent! Contact!
Oh.
We'll have to see what happens there. I know race control is...
Oh, Turdy just moved Blake out of the way.
I know race control is going to have something to say about that move or that contact between Agent and Ford. We'll see what they say. Probably just off of racing incident. Wouldn't be surprised if there is no penalty.
Gotta ask, considering I missed the first few laps, what happened?
Oh, Agent's back to the inside wall.
Zuki got damage and famous, but as I was saying, Ford. Oh my God. Ford joined back in the first season of Bubbles IndyCar, halfway through the season, and just took over by storm. Had a late season charge. He finished P2 or 3 in the championship. And he did win that last race in Surface Paradise in the rain. And then he was just dominant during the 2016 season, but did get cut short. So this is our first IndyCar season back full-time. Hopefully we'll get the season completed. Race 3. As Ford starting to pull away.
That the number 10 NTT data machine of Ford. Sorry, pulling away from Edges. Caution is out.
Yellow.
For who? Oh, we got car upside down. That's Ryder.
That's Ryder upside down.
I said there was going to be a flip. I said there was going to be a flip. We just didn't know when. As a number 7 Arrow McLaren machine of Ryder's upside down. Isn't that a DNF? Isn't a flip an automatic DNF?
We're gonna have to wait for confirmation from race control, but it does look like he hit the wall exiting turn 10, and then maybe hit that opening right there. Yes, it is going to be a DNF for Ryder, but it does look like he hit that wall right there, and then maybe have flipped over because of that. Maybe he got carried into the wall. That would have been a huge hit.
Like we said, as he is spinning his car, clearly not happy at somebody, but. You know, these walls at Arlington are just jagged and rigid, as we see here. Under caution here on lap 9 out of 50. Here at the inaugural Grand Prix at Arlington. Ford with the lead. Ford's attempt to help. If Ford can get Ryder
I did forget about this rule.
He can get back. Ryder could be back in the race.
Now, I did forget about this rule. If a driver decides to help, and he absolutely gonna slam the catch fence,
and he's gonna be back in the race.
It's gonna be a DNF.
That was a wonderful job by Ford.
I'm gonna quote a very old meme from like 5 years ago. He went X Games mode a little bit. That was it's very impressive stuff from the leader Ford. And he just got Ryder back in the race.
Very good job by Ford. Very, I know Ryder. Very fortunate to have somebody that helps him get back on all four, and that will help Ryder. He'll return back in the race. He will be last with one car left. Him and Ford will wait for the pack to get by them. It will be GTT this time, as they will be GTT, as they're going to be coming up to the zone soon. Ryder's going to join in at the back. Race control just gave us the go-ahead for GTT. Ford will be our control car this time.
Yes, now as you see here, passing Globe Life Field. That is a very beautiful stadium that was built by Agent about 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Now we are approaching the restart zone. I think the restart zone is from the final, about now to the final turn, I think. Will this be a late restart?
And Ford's
green
going.
flag.
That was a really good job by Agent.
As you know,
Agent's to the inside early.
Before that flip. The Prima car
Contact in the back.
Prima teammates make contact.
There's
Ford just hit the
many cars under a blanket in the back here.
Bro.
Dino.
In the back,
Dino
just
up
crossed
and
position.
job is spinning, saves it.
Saves it.
No damage.
What is Stormy? Stormy is not making friends.
Oh,
What
and
the-
Stormy and Dino off the track. I think they both took the runoff
Oh.
purposely just to get out of that.
He did not time his braking right, as I think Discharge. Yep, Discharge to the number 3 Team Penske machine, the captain's car.
Yeah, Ford had made a mistake. That really costed him
Ford
there.
hit the inside wall in turn 3, and we do have an update. It is not leader controlled. It is actually race director control for the restart.
Oh, that's good. But
That's
anyways,
why
what I was
Agent
saying,
on top of Ford after the restart.
earlier, before all the contact happened, before that yellow flag, Stormy and his teammate were making a lot of contacts in the horseshoe, and on this restart, he was making contact with not only his teammate, but Prima Racing cars. I don't know what's going on with him.
Agent was hot into that corner, almost slapped the outside wall.
Suki, he's going to be out of the race.
Suki is the first DNF in the history of the Grand
No
Prix.
caution. Yeah, caution has not been thrown yet.
No
yellow.
caution.
I think race control's not going to throw it. I think they're just going to call him out. Oh, the caution. There it goes.
Caution is
Agent
out.
and Discharge,
Timmy,
unbelievable call to
road.
come down pit road. They heard that he crashed. They made it down pit road just before the caution was thrown, so they're going to switch over, I think, to the blacks. And that was a great call by Discharge and Agent to come down before the caution. Discharge gets out ahead of Agent, so it's going to be Discharge, Agent. I think one more did come down with them. Yeah, and it was Kimmy. So Kimmy, Discharge, and Agent came down before that caution, switched over to the primaries.
Yes. Now we have a few cars on the blacks. That was Kimmy, Agent, and Discharge. That had to be some teammate work. As here, we are under caution. Your leader is the Dreyer and Reinbold entry of 30 here at Arlington, as it is green this time. Here from the Grand Prix of Arlington. This has been a great race so far. We're only 10 laps in, or 11. But as we see here at Arlington, for 11 laps in, how do you guys think this race is going so far?
It's been going really well for what we have seen.
It's also great for, other teams considering, the top 5 right now, we have, I'm going to go through the top 5 real quick. We have Dreyer and Reinbold, Ganassi, who is after Ford, Meyershank Racing, Prima Racing.
Kimmy, the drive-through penalty entered a closed pits. I actually got that clip on. I'm actually the reason why I got a drive-through penalty. I don't want to say anything.
Oh, dude.
Kimmy did.
Nick.
The race control in me.
Oh, I'm telling Kimmy that post-race.
With the race control in me, I had to report it to Bubble. But Kimmy did enter a closed pit road. I can actually send the clip to Corey so we can get that on stream.
Send it to me too. I want to see this.
That was and Kimmy had just cut it really close. I mean, he was like right behind
Yeah, he
Asian
was
and
couple
discharged.
seconds away from entering pit road if that caution would have gone called any sooner.
He was right behind those two before that caution that came out, just barely missed it, and that's gonna put another halt on their their progress. Now they've got to come down for a drive-through penalty, one that they were not hoping for, especially being the leader in points coming into this race. A little bit of contact there between Asian and Stormy.
Yes, now
Oh,
entering
and
the final
Asian gets
turn.
turned.
Oh, I don't think we might not go green. I
Green.
don't think
That
so.
one
No,
went
it don't
green.
go
Agent got it back going just in time, so it's gonna be Turdy in the lead now. Turdy down to the turn 1.
Here comes Blake, your St. Petersburg winner.
It's in the middle of the track.
Who's in the middle of
Both
the track?
Prema cars are going to go into last.
Both Prema cars. What is Dob doing? Why is he reversing?
Or he's,
What are you doing?
Believe we
I
got
think-
a issue. Dob, I think, has just disconnected, and that's gonna be
Yeah,
a
he
DNF for
disconnected,
Dob. He's
lagged
gonna be out the
Oh,
race.
you got it. Oh.
Ford gets to the lead. Turdy back to the inside. He's gonna try and challenge him again, coming into the double right-hander. Ford really tight on entry. Turdy getting the speed center in the corner. Here comes Turdy. He's got a run-off exit. He's gonna have to set it up.
Right there.
He's gonna have to set it
There's
up for the straightaway.
Pack.
There's now see you're
Yeah,
down
there's
the
a pack right here.
Ford
It's a
with the
huge
lead.
back.
The NTT data machine, but here comes Turdy. I'm gonna go on his speed trap. He has cracked 200. With
Yeah,
almost
before
half
the
a way to
caution,
go.
I saw Ford hit 220 entering turn 2. Amazing speeds on the back straightaway.
As now see here entering.
Oh,
No.
Nash just absolutely. I am surprised that
Agent
Deep
had
Premas
made a
haven't even
mistake. Had to
got-
check up Nass.
Oh,
Crash, Napa.
Oh, the Meyer Shank entry.
That's another yellow.
Safety caution is out for the Meyer Shank entry of Napa Boy. Oh, and he was doing so well. He was running, I believe, 6th. He's now just gonna realize this guy. Stormy is up to 5th. For the Uncos Allinger entry. So we've had 2 DNFs, 1 Uncos, 1 Prema. There's now 38 laps to go. I feel like this race is going to end under a pit strategy. That's what I think is going to happen. And now we are under yellow. Nash, now that we're... Sorry?
Kimmy was unable to serve. I'm pretty sure he was going to come in this time, but Napa did cause that caution, so he is going to have to wait.
You know, Nash, we're 13 laps in. I got to ask, who's your pick to win?
Well, at first it was Agent, but now he's back in the field. Ford is looking really good, but it is just way too early to call. People are making mistakes left and right. Napa, one of the fast drivers, did make a mistake there, so I just don't know who's going to win this race.
But yes, we see here at Arlington. I'm under a blimp cam. This is a beautiful view, by the way, of the track. This is a beautiful race. This is a beautiful close course racing circuit. But guys, remember, after this, we're off to Barber. Everybody's favorite track. But now as we see here down the backstretch, take a look at the walls real quick. Notice how they're a little like curved. I think that's what's been causing the problems for these drivers so far. Now as we see here, entering Rangers right. Have we got confirmation of it being green this time?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure it will be GTT. Ford in the lead. Not Penske. Chip Ganassi won too.
But yeah, as we see here now, down the straightaway into turn 11, aka Cowboy Corner. But now as we see here,
We are green this time. Ford with the lead. Once again, it is not leader controlled like it was at Phoenix. It is race controlled. So with the green being called, these drivers, the pace button automatically comes off, so they all get the exact same restart. But obviously, the people in the back, they aren't in the middle of turn 12. But here comes Ford into the restart zone. We are back in Arlington. Ryder already getting hit by the worst driver I've ever
Oh,
seen.
that was a lot of contact on
Weird.
this one.
Stormy down the inside, up to P3.
What a drive by Stormy early on in this race. Goes up to P3. Ford, I think, made a mistake. That allowed Blake to slip through for the lead. So Blake has a pretty sizable lead right now on Ford. Stormy in P3. Dino P4.
As you see Stormy in the third, but can he hold on to it?
Yeah, Stormy not even an hour ago looking like getting eliminated from this
taps the
race.
inside wall there, made a mistake.
Almost making a mistake. Dino wasn't able to pounce. He's gonna lead just a giant group of drivers behind him. Led by Famous. Here comes Kimmy and Agent.
This back straight is going to be very packed. Got Kimmy, everybody in a draft train right now. Agent's looking to step out. Kimmy sliding in behind. He's going to check up. He's going to slow down Agent behind him. Agent's looking for a move on him. A lot of domino effects.
Agent clock
17. Stormy's off in the runoff. Missed his braking zone. Not a good run by Stormy. Up in P3, but now down in the rear of the field. Kimmy still needs to serve his drive-through penalty.
Agent going by Kimmy on the outside now. Kimmy still serve that drive-through. He lets him by. Discharge checking up. Turdy going around the inside. So there goes Kimmy. Now he goes down. Somebody else went down too. That's Dino. Dino also came down.
And Ryder.
Dino waiting for a caution. He's going to play the caution game. Caution comes out. He has that fresh set for the restart. Contact between Agent there and Famous.
And Nash is putting Stormy in the field. I mean, in the wall.
Oh, Nash and Stormy contact. Kimmy has served his drive-through. It has been cleared.
Yeah, you can't do door banging in IndyCars. It's not how it works.
Really see it. They're not that far. Kimmy is really not that far back from Agent where he was before.
Whoa, Stormy, what are we doing? He's making contact with Nash a lot. These two do not like each other.
Yeah, Stormy, he does have a hard head of his. If you mess up with him, if you even touch him, he's gonna wreck you back. But our St. Pete winner, Blake, currently leading us on lap 15:36.
Ford with heavy drafts here. Down the back straight.
I'm gonna go on Ford.
Gating. Is he gonna go for the move?
He might go inside. No, he's gonna back out.
Discharge is gonna hit the 210 mark. 213 will be his final top speed. But so far, I think the fastest we've seen.
Smacks the wall though.
So Kimmy is now the fastest man to go on the backstretch with a 218. Should we keep track of that?
Well, I saw Ford hit a 220. That's the fastest I've ever seen.
And Bubbles IndyCar car go. That's not on Indianapolis. Yeah, I think.
No. Disqualified.
Stormy DSQ leading mid-race and license removal for multiple incidents.
Stormy has just caught a very huge combo of penalties in 1 second. So
we just saw
we will not be seeing Stormy for the rest of the season. It's been nice having him on track for the show.
It was nice seeing him we saw him for a good 16 laps. As now Famous
Agent currently has the freshest tires out of the entire top 3 on the black tire on the primary. So he's going to try and run that long, and he's going to actually catch these guys. If he can put stuff together, he will gain a lot of time with these guys just based on the pace difference between tires, as he actually makes a little bit of a mistake right there.
Now as we see here down the backstretch. By the way,
made a heavy mistake.
Famous, Nath, and I think Ryder all went down pit road. But now as we see here. But so far, Ford is the fastest man in Arlington with a 220 down the backstretch. Will anybody even try to go for it or try and beat it? We will see in the later
We're gonna have to get with race control on what happened with Stormy on why he got disqualified and his license removed.
He just got hit with the double whammo.
That is probably the biggest penalty I've ever seen handed out.
I mean, from what I saw, he was making he was beating and banging the NASCAR stuff series.
Okay.
With Nas. Nas is crashed!
Nas has
The 83 entry has crashed into the runoff area.
Oh, another crash. That's Famous. That's a tire. Famous is going to be out. That's a DNF. It's going to be
That's tire
suspension.
down. Will that be a caution?
Waiting for race control to see it. They
Yep,
saw it. The
caution.
caution is out. That will be Famous. That will be it for Famous.
My driver got. My driver
Famous
got
is
saved.
out.
My driver got saved. But now,
So
yeah, as you see
Agent
here,
was 5.7 back last I checked. Went down to 5.3, gained 5/10 on that one lap. Now he puts
Ryder.
himself right up behind the leaders, who still
Ryder
do not
DNF.
have, still do not have
What
the
happened to
fresh
Ryder?
tires.
I don't know. Oh, Famous and Ryder DNF. And then Nasty asked on his last car. I want to know what happened to Ryder. I'll have to ask him after.
So-
Well, I'll have to ask him
We
post race.
taking an update on Stormy. It was not contact at all.
With the
So
injury?
our race control bubble, he said he left mid-race to go watch ARCA. So I guess watching ARCA causes you to get disqualified and your license removed.
It's because it was probably Arca Talladega and Cletus McFarland, all that nonsense. But yeah, I mean, usually if this was like any other league, they wouldn't care. But here we don't take that.
I guess
we
we care a little bit too much.
Our race control bubble cares about this a lot. This is like his favorite thing to do in the world. So
Anyways,
yeah,
we're gonna have to see what happened because Nas was off in the turn 10 runoff area. I think he just hit the wall. And then what? We don't know what happened to Ryder. Or Famous.
Well, up the call
Right,
has been given.
green
It
this
will
time.
be green this time.
this time.
Um,
Arlington.
5 drivers are out of the race. 9 remain. 7 of those guys being on the lead lap. Ford in the lead. Blake second. Agent third. Turdy fourth. Discharge rounds of top 5 and 5th. Remember, Agent still has better tires than first and second came down before them. I believe Ford has not pit at all this race so far, so he still
No, he
has to
hasn't.
make that switch
So
he still has to make that switch to the alternates as we're
We're
green.
green.
Agent, he looked for the move, decided better of it. A little bit of contact between him and Turdy as they went down into 1.
Nash just drove it around the outside, clears 2 drivers of Dino and Napa.
A little bit of contact between
Still don't
Dino and
understand
Napa.
how this guy. Still don't
Uh-oh.
understand how this guy has not gotten
Here
a
comes
driving
Agent.
penalty just for reckless driving.
Blake caught a very unfortunate situation. He's down in 4th. Agent chasing down in 2nd now.
Poor, the song from Jaws? They're like da da. That's what's going on with
Agent.
Agent and Ford.
Agent is going to try and put that intimidation on Ford now. He has the better tires. And Ford still has to make a switch to the alternates. That strategy for Ford, I think, just run this as long as they can on this one set. If a caution comes out again, so be it. And then they're going to
he's
come
coming.
down.
He's hustling. Here
But
comes
here comes
Agent.
Blake on 30.
Agent clocked
Might
in
make a
about
move.
17. No slowdowns given. Everybody gets it through. Rangers right perfectly.
Oh, Kimmy's
But
gonna
now-
get past Blake. Discharge
side by
might be
side,
there
Blake.
also.
Side by side, Blake and Kimmy. Here comes discharge. Can we see 3 wide?
Discharge
In the
might make a
ball.
move.
This
He
shows
looks,
goes for the
and
move,
there
goes
he-
down the inside. Gonna be tight, smacks the
Look,
inside wall a little bit.
Kenny.
Blake
No, he's
stays
not.
heavy around the outside. Strong fight by Blake right now. Even with older tires than Discharge, that was an amazing fight around the outside. As Agent is going to be to the back. He's going to be on his
Yeah.
gearbox now. Ford and Agent battle for the lead. Agent with the fresher tires. He's going to look for a move. Ford going to try and defend it. That was great defending by Ford to cover off Agent's move. Agent taps the inside wall a little bit, and that's going to give Ford a little bit more leeway.
As we see here, rounding around the horseshoe. Agent was right there. You know what? I think he's going to pass him on the backstretch. I think that's what he's saving up for. He's saving up for the backstretch pass. But as we see here, Ford is continuing to hold his ground, but for how long? Now down the backstretch. Could we see the pass?
Oh, Kimmy's gonna make.
Discharge
He
on
has a
Blake.
run.
Blake on 30. Kimmy on 30.
Yeah, Kimmy on 30. gonna look to the outside, might switch back to the inside. There he goes, to the inside. Almost a dominant move.
Really good pass
Gets
by
all
Kimmy.
the
Kimmy.
the wall.
Gets on the wall.
Now they're gonna be side by side. This is gonna close up. Blake and Discharge gonna be 4 cars back under a blanket side by side. Down at the turn
Agent and
13.
Ford side by
Wide
side.
for 30 goes into the wall. Here comes Blake and Kimmy around the outside.
Ford down pit road. Agent for the lead.
Ford's pit road.
Ford comes down pit road. Blake comes down pit road. Blake,
Turdy
30
almost
come down
misses.
pit road. So Blake
Turdy
and
almost
30
misses.
Ford have came down pit road. Ford is gonna come down. I think we're gonna see him go on the alternates to get
Whoa,
that
what's up with
switch rule.
Dino? Dino smacked the inside wall in the front stretch.
Trudy and Blake are gonna have a pivot exit side by side.
So Ford has put on the alternates. I think the idea for both Ford and Blake, if Blake put on the alternates too, he did. I think the idea for these two is to run this hard. I think they're gonna try and close up as much time on Agent. From that pit stop they just made, they're gonna try and close up as much time as they can on Agent, and Agent's gonna run it. And I think Agent might be able to run it to his last stop. So I think Agent might only have one stop left in the race. We'll see. But Blake currently gets by 30.
One ass in the wall.
Change your race control thing. Change your tire stage. One of the stages.
No,
But,
Ford, beautiful.
Ford
move,
goes
3
around.
wide
Oh, that was
and
a great pass. 3 wide pass. Napa, yes, also not have changed tires yet this race. He's on really old tires, but he's hanging strong. I think he's trying to make this possible for a 1 stop or maybe a 2 stop. We'll see. But Agent in the lead, commanding right now with a very sizable lead.
I think Napa needs to change his tires, and I think that's it. He's on the inside. Napa and Nas. Oh, but
nice in the slowdown.
what a tough day for
That's
Prema
in a
racing.
slowdown, drops out of the way, drops to the inside.
And now as we see here, I'm taking a look at the rest of the field. No drama, no nothing so far. As we see here, we are on lap 21, 30 to go.
So Kimmy actually
Through the
goes
Grandprix
second.
Arlington.
Kimmy's going to be in second. Discharge is going to be in third. Dino is going to be fourth. So Kimmy working the strategy puts him second right now. Ford and Blake. Ford 13 seconds back. Blake 20. So Ford has work to cut out for him, but Blake has extreme work cut out for him because he's got to catch that gap back Ford as well. So he's got to gain 20 seconds on Agent and then another 7 to catch back Ford, because if you remember, before they had pit, it was between Ford and Blake until Blake had made that mistake.
Oh, Napa.
It's on the turn 4.
That
I
means
was about to say that.
if you look at it, the 2 lapped cars are fighting for who wants to be unlapped, because if a yellow were to come out right now, Nas would be the car unlapped, the 83 Prema Racing machine.
And there's just
But
not
now
much Napa can do right now because he is on that slower compound, and he also has had those tires all race. So he's just got to hold out. And I believe that's the advantage for Nas, because he's more on the, he's more comfortable right now with those alternates, those faster tire. So I think Napa's got to just take the loss and come down. I mean, he's losing more time than he is gaining.
As now it's here side by side, Dino and Ford. Oh, Ford into the wall. Ford into the wall twice, like ping pong.
Yeah, Ford just barely hit the wall.
So it was 13.08 that last lap. Ford comes across the line with the slipstream and help of Dino. It's gonna be a second and a half loss, 14.5, and that's what Agent wants to see. He wants to see Ford. He obviously knows Ford is going to be gaining time, but it feels even more reassuring when he loses time. So that 1.5 that he just lost puts more stress on this run, and Blake didn't even catch any time that lap, so that's really a really good sign for Agent.
I'm gonna see if there you go. I asked race control to put on the last lap. Kimmy is running a little bit faster than Agent, similar times, but Discharge actually has a 1:25.9 from that last lap.
Well,
Dino and Ford 2 seconds slower.
And the tire
Race
compound
control.
has been
Race
reached
control.
for
Here comes
everybody. Everybody
Kimmy.
has met the
Kimmy on
tire
the start.
compounds.
For second, we have a battle
Yeah,
for
Kimmy,
second.
And as that was going on, Ford had actually got by Dino, so Ford currently sits fourth. And Agent really stretching out that lead, trying to keep that lead where it is on Kimmy, but really on Ford, trying to keep that lead where it is, but Kimmy, I think he's actually stretching it, especially with this battle that they've got going on.
I mean, yes, we see here, it is currently a RLL 1-2. The gap has extended by 2
2
seconds.
seconds.
But Oh, he smacks the wall. Here comes discharge in that bright blue Gallagher car for Team
Ford gained
Penske.
a 10th that lap.
Oh, side by
Oh, Dino smacks
almost.
the wall heavy.
All right, here we go into one of the tightest turns of the track. They keep it clean. I'm focusing on this battle for second. And as we see here, rounding the horseshoe. Kimi versus discharge. I love how they slide around the horseshoe. It is so satisfying. But as we see here, coming out of the horseshoe section, now down the back
Really
stretch.
good double right-hander by discharge. Look at the speed
Now-
he's gonna have. Kimi in the
Oh,
wall.
Kimi in
This
the
is
wall.
discharge's chance. A little bit of contact.
Side by side. Oh, no, he
Backs
lets out.
Discharge backed out. I think that
Yeah, but
contact.
he's gonna
I think
get
that
that run.
contact put him on more of a conservative path down this back straightaway. That was a little bit scary between the two. Yeah, he's gonna lift as they come up into the braking zone. Not looking for the pass just yet. Looking for that mistake. Another mistake by Kimi will definitely give discharge a shot to go by him.
Yes, now as we see here, I'm on the rear camera right now of Kimi. He is holding his territorial ground. He is like a wall. He is holding this on purpose so his teammate can have the pull away lead. As now as we see here down the front stretch.
Ford is
It's gonna
actually
be
catching up to them.
11.2.
He had a monster
Ford
lap.
gained
this
a
time.
second that lap on Agent. Gained multiple seconds on these guys.
It is now. It went from a 5-second gap to an 11-second gap. Asian JF
Yeah,
is
just in 2 laps.
So
Asian
Agent in the
does not
horseshoe.
wanna play
These
games.
guys are coming up to the horseshoe, or not even in the horseshoe yet. So, you know, Ford still has a lot of work, and he's gonna lose time. Ford has got to expect himself to lose time unless he plans his passes perfectly, and this is set up nice and good for him. He has to expect himself to lose time trying to battle these guys and get by him, by them, I should say, because he is on that alternate. But as he runs, those tires are burning out. The alternates burn out so fast that his time is limited to be able to gain on Asian. But I believe by the time that he's passed both discharge and Kimi, it will already be time for Agent to have that crossover plan on his primaries, and I believe it just won't be enough. And as discharge likes to slow down around those Ford, that was really close and could have been a crash right there. It's a good job by Ford to go right around him. Unfortunate for discharge to hit that slowdown.
Now it's time for Ford to challenge Kimi. As we see here now down into the final turn. Nope. Actually, yeah, down the final.
Oh, actually
Ford
in the
is inside
wall.
Gap is 11.57 from Agent to Kimi. It's still a Rahal 1-2, which would be good for the team championship. But it's also going to help Agent for the drivers' championship. As if he wins this race, I think will he take the lead over Kimi? Most likely. Now as we see here, going down the backstretch is Agent. Discharge already going to make a move on Dino maybe. As I take a look through the rest of the field, nothing, out of the ordinary going on so far. It is just a calm, quiet race now. As Agent pulls away. Is it too late? Is it too early to assume what's going to happen at the end?
Definitely. There's been times where late race cautions have came out and really shook everything, and it did happen at St. Petersburg, so it most definitely can happen here. I just believe that there is going to be another caution. With these guys spread out, I do believe somebody has that mistake coming where they will be the cause of the caution, and I believe it will come into a very short shootout for the win. But Agent has driven away right now. I do believe Ford still has stuff left for him. And I think Ford made a mistake. Yeah, Ford made a heavy mistake. He lost time. That's a huge amount of time that he lost to Kimi.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Because now we are on 25 to go.
Yeah,
So
just past the halfway mark.
We are about 75% of the way done.
I believe.
What?
150. Dang it.
A little bit of a brain fart by Puff over there, but I believe that caution really did help. The caution really did help Agent a lot. Him being able to pit and cut it really close on that caution, I believe it helped him a lot. And Ford, I think, made the mistake of staying out for so long that when he had to come down, he was making mistakes, and it caused him to lose so much time to Agent. I mean, Asian was on fresh tires. I mean, I think if it had ran green, the Asian would have driven way past Ford, way farther than it was now. But Ford's definitely gonna learn from this. It doesn't. It right now it's not looking like it's out of Ford's hands, but he has more work cut out for him than he would of if he had came down a little bit earlier. And as Kimi actually tapped the wall there, Ford's gonna go on the inside. They're gonna be side by side. And I think Kimi might actually have to give position here, which he will. Ford gets the elbows out. He's going to be clear. And Ford jumps up into second. So now Ford has that clean air. Now he has to put laps on laps on laps. Go catch. And the caution's out.
For Blake.
That's going to be a left front. Still has one car left, but his reset will be gone.
I remember what I said a few laps ago. Don't assume what's going to happen. Is it too early to assume? The answer is now yes. As the number 9 PNC Bank machine is crashed and is on his last car. So that 14 seconds. So that 14 seconds.
I was gonna say that that the yellow earlier with Senkai, when race control didn't see it at first, and then Agent came down pit road with 3 other drivers. I think that did help with this strategy. He was able to basically get a free pit stop. But now, since we do have a yellow, that's going to bring Ford up to Agent. And a very timely pass for Ford, who was able to get past Kimi right before that yellow happened.
I mean, yeah, as we see here, the Ray Hall, I'm assuming their pit strategy is to just, when Agent pits, Kimi pits. That's what I'm assuming what's going on. Because they pit the exact same time on their last stop. But currently, Agent's at 58% tires. Let me check how much Kimi's at.
Yeah, Ford's on 41. I mean, 41.
Kimi's at 56. Maybe a fuel stop during this race. But you never know with Arlington.
You might, yeah, I was just about to say we might go GTT, but we do get that message. We are green this time.
Yes, we are green this time. We're from Arlington.
Ford actually might come down pit road coming to the green. I don't know if that's allowed or not.
I think it's legal.
I do believe you have to wait one lap before you can come down.
I think it's legal.
You have to wait.
But now, as we see here, gonna enter the final turn. Actually, no, the penultimate corner before Stadium Drive. And we will see green this time. Will Ford get the jump on Agent, or will Agent have the last lap? Let's figure it out as we're going to go green with 23 to go from the Grand Prix of Arlington. Rounding the final turn. We are green.
Flag back out. Agent going heavy defensive as they're going on into one. Contact, more contact. Dyno down the inside, smacks the inside wall. Oh, and he's actually going to get pushed into the outside wall. Discharge made contact with him. Now back into the inside wall. He's going to go up into the runoff. That was very unfortunate for Dyno. I think he hit the wall about 3 times in the span of 2 corners. And Agent is under pressure by Ford on the faster tire. Agent in the wall makes contact with Ford. They're side by side for the lead.
Side by side, Agent on the inside. Ford might send it up the inside. There, he almost did it.
Hey, what an interesting first few turns we had.
But Ford is on 38% tires. Those tires are dead.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to mention.
You could see it right
he had spent so much time trying to catch. Now that those tires, now that he's actually got to Agent, those tires are at the point where they're not even on competitive pace. So at this point, he's just hanging on.
Yeah, Ford might actually pit here.
We could see him pit this time. We don't know just yet. Entering Rangers right. Agent and
Ford in the wall. Kimi in the wall.
All 3 of them
almost got the wall.
All 3 of them hit the wall.
Turkey's in the wall. Blake's in the. Just everyone's hitting the wall.
Everybody's in the wall.
Everybody loves the wall today. Agent back under pressure by Ford. Ford got back to him. Huge throw into the corner. Ford almost got it to the back. AJ smashed the inside wall almost to the pit lane wall.
His teammate.
So Ford is gonna back out.
Ford
Ford
just
just gave him the spot back. I think Ford might have took accountability for that. I don't know what happened. I think he might have made some contact that we didn't see.
And I don't think there was contact.
Yeah,
I
was about to say I didn't
forged
see
over
any
the wall.
contact from my view, but Ford I guess backed out. So Ford's gonna go back to second.
Nass on pit road.
This is quite interesting. The top 4 right now, all under a blanket, and arguably can be called the fastest cars of the race right now. And they're going to all be fighting for one single position, and that's that first place spot. But I think Agent has done such a good job at holding on to it. It's creating such a tight gap that Kimmy and Discharge are now starting to get in the battle.
Ford is actually holding on to Agent pretty well. Even though he's on 30% tires, he does have to be careful because once you get into that 20% range, your tires can explode and go down.
Will he grenade?
Not
Will his tires
explode.
grenade? Well, he could grenade his tires. Yeah.
I'm actually getting a correction from race control. It is actually only 0, so you can run all the way to 0 before your tire goes down.
Compared to, compared to NASCAR, Bubbles NASCAR, where when your tires go down to around 20, they're just. But now as we see,
that was a very big cutout. Puff kind of lost you there for a second. What you were trying to say.
I was talking about how compared to the Bubbles Cup cars, where if their tires go down to 20, they're gonna blow up. But for here, once they go down to 0, they're just gonna explode, and you have to come down pit road. Let's see here.
I've got to say, Ford is doing a phenomenal job being on
Yes.
old alternates like that, and I believe Agent is on better tires right now compared to Ford. I think the crossover hit.
Yeah, Agent's on 48, I think, around there. 50% actually.
That crossover hit a long time ago, and Ford is holding steady ground on Agent, not showing much of that, aggression, but he's just sticking with him. And sticking with him is actually not much of a problem. I mean, he's gonna come out. He could
make the move right here.
He could.
He's sticking it to the man.
He's gonna go for it. Agent goes
to the inside.
defensive.
Here it goes.
Ford's gonna try around the outside, and he's gonna clear him.
What a pass!
That was an amazing pass
Agent
by Ford, and didn't even hit the
He
wall.
might have gotten slowed down right there. No, he was clear.
Ford at 19% tires, though. We could see him come down pit road this time.
And I think it just shows you the sheer pace difference between both tires, because I mean,
now
he's gonna come down. Took that opportunity. That was a really good time to come down. So now he's gonna come down with that cushion that he had from that lead. So now when Agent comes down, it's gonna be I believe Ford can actually cut down a lot of time here. Hold on, the strategy.
Ford's
now this is
gonna
where
get
that
on
strategy portion comes in. What Puff was talking about earlier, the strategic
but he
part
is
of the
gonna
race.
come out right in front of traffic.
That traffic is going to be the only thing that hurts him. And remember, those guys have alternates too. So Ford's gonna be getting a little bit of taste of what he was giving the Agent.
As Blake being Ford's teammate, I think it'd be the smart move for to get out of his way, considering he is the faster car right now, and he wants to take it to Agent. But now he has about.
Oh, he almost tried to get there. We're probably gonna get him right here, but he hits the wall.
Made the mistake. Blake made the
Blake
mistake. Let
his teammate by.
So that slowed the progression just a little bit, and that's what Ford doesn't want. He does not want these guys to get in his way.
But he's gonna have a good run down the back, hitting 200 right there. Earliest I've ever seen someone hit 200. What his speed's gonna be into turn 10. 219, almost the fastest speed we've seen.
Almost broke his own record
Fastest
there.
speed. Yeah, almost broke his own record from 220.
But Agent down pit road.
So Agent's gonna come down pit road.
It's
gonna be interesting what call he picks here.
And Discharge, everyone's coming in.
I told you.
30's gonna take the lead. Here comes Ford. Oh, it's gonna be really close.
It's gonna be extremely
the two
close.
RLL cars.
I think Ford's gonna get him.
Ford's gonna.
Oh wait, it's gonna be Ford.
They're
Got
coming
him.
out. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see a Scotty Mac, Roman.
Oh, it's the inside wall. Agent gets by him.
Now Napa, Purdy, and all these other guys need to pit. And then the fight is back on between. I think this is the final stop of the day. I don't think they
This
need to
is
pit anymore.
this is estimated to be the last
It
stop for
might-
every single driver.
It's going to be close, though. Ford is going to need to get past Agent. All that work he did
Now
before he
Agent,
made the pit stop just went away.
Agent has
That
that
was-
lap better tire compared to Ford. Ford making a little bit of a mistake in that double right-hander. Cost him a little bit of time, but Agent also has dirty air. It's going to be a little bit of a draft train. Agent's going to look for a pass, I think, on Napa.
Oh, Ford's going to have a run on Agent right here.
All right, let's see who's gonna be faster. Ford
Ford's
has
going to have a
cracked
huge run
200.
right here.
Provisionally, it is Ford.
Agent goes
versus
way
Agent.
down to the bottom.
Napa's
3
gonna make
wide.
the move.
30 wide hits
Oh,
not
gotta
be
in
careful
the
here.
wall. Ford on the
Oh, he's gonna get them
outside.
all.
He's going to try and grab 32 around the outside. Agent's going to slide in behind Ford as they come up into turn 13. 30 hard on the inside. Agent around the inside. Ford around the outside. Agent goes down to the
Oh, this is
middle.
amazing.
Ford went
Oh,
defensive for a second. Agent back down the inside. They're 3 wide. 30 goes down pit road. Napa chasing behind
Yeah, there
Ford
goes-
and Agent. Agent clear around the outside as they come down into turn 1. Unbelievable.
This is
Oh,
the race.
Ford's going to get a little bit of contact right there, but this is amazing racing out of these two.
Corey and Ash, this is the racing we like to see here at Kimmy Speed World. This is what we advertise, and we're bringing in lots of it. And as we see here, entering the horseshoe, it is Agent Jiff versus Ford for the race lead and potentially the win.
Yeah, this is most likely going to be for the win, unless if we get a yellow and bring someone, an underdog in. Ford not good through the double right-handers. He cut the second one a little bit too tight. Ford's going to have, not Ford, Agent's going to have a little bit of a buffer going down the back straightaway.
It's now
But
Ford.
Ford having almost a slipstream package, having
Was it?
really high speeds down the back straightaway.
Ford hits 200, 210.
Got 212 out of Ford before hitting the brakes. Agent on the wall. Ford might pounce from that.
Now down into turn 11, down to Cowboy Corner, past Globe Life Field.
Oh, Ford he has a run almost.
Okay, can he go?
I don't think he's not going to do it. Too far back.
That was really close for
Agent
Agent on that
really
wall. I
getting
just had to
close to
mention
that
that.
wall.
That was extremely close. So Ford is
They're
putting
get-
major pressure. He's not letting Agent drive away. Really widening out that entry.
Oh.
Ford, Agent actually used that inside wall to his advantage there. That was actually really good. Helped
Yeah,
him in
he-
turn 2. And now it's going to chain it
Yeah,
into turn
clip
3. Unbelievable time that he just gained from that.
Yeah, he clipped his left rear on the inside wall in turn 1, and then he just got so much rotation, able to set him up for turn 2. Got that slingshot out of turn 3.
And Ford is not
But
done
Ford
yet.
was able-
So he saw what Agent did. He's still not done yet. He coming back for him in the horseshoe. Now coming up with the double right-hander. Ford is
dude
not
is-
giving up.
Ford is hustling.
Ford
He wants.
almost got into the wall. Watch out on the back straightaway. Ford, the speedster, Rocket Man down the back straightaway. Here he comes.
I mean, if you remember, Ford had a chance to win the last 3 races at St. Petersburg, but he got screwed out of it. So he wants to win here at Arlington, and he wants it bad.
He had to lift there. He
he's
looked for the
behind
move. It was
Agent.
just in a bad spot, so he can't actually go for the move. And his speed was, unfortunately, his speed was also messed up. So Agent will stay in the lead. That was a really good passing opportunity for Ford. Just, got to Agent at the wrong time, and it was too tight for him to make
Yeah,
that
it was
move.
just a little bit of bad timing.
And Discharge
He's
is
gonna
still
get
in
up-
third. Look out for him in case these two make a mistake.
Yeah, they
What?
even wreck each other.
Watch Ford. Can he go? No, he will not go for the inside send.
Ford is really
Oh,
setting
yeah.
up
What
all
a
these
great
exits.
time
What
turn.
an exit. Side by side down into 1. This is where it happens.
Side by side to turn 1. Watch out for discharge.
He rips it around the outside. Just gonna
Agent's going to stick with
shocking
them.
do it.
Crazy battling.
They
They're
don't
tight.
throttle jump.
They're
still side by
banging
side.
tires.
Almost got to the wall.
I think Ford's going to be able to clear him, and he will. Ford is clear. Down into the left-hander, coming up into the horseshoe. Agent not giving up, way down low for the pass. Discharge is closing. It's going to be 3 cars under a blanket. Agent around the outside, coming up with the horseshoe. This is going to be the advantage for Agent. Ford's going to just have to let him go. So Agent clears, coming up into the double right-hander.
Oh, Ford's gonna have better
AWOD.
positioning. up
Ford
the
really
track.
widened it out. They're making a lot of
Oh,
contact. Here comes Discharge down the inside of Ford.
Three
They're 3
wide.
wide.
3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, it's smart move by Agent. Ford goes around the outside of Discharge, but that was a smart move by Agent. 3 wide in that corner does not work.
So
if they went straight right in that
Discharge
corner, that would have been a wreck.
did
Here
really
comes
good
the
letting
draft.
Agent have the spot. He ran outside but stayed in the gas so Agent could clear. Now Agent's going to have that run on Ford. He's going to go down the inside. Ford does not go defensive. He chooses the outside. Agent clears him down into the braking zone. Ford with the crossover. Here comes
Crossover.
Discharge.
What? Now,
Discharge
Now
with a good
Corey-
run. He might get to the inside.
here comes Discharge. No, never
No,
mind.
back
Back out. He plays smart. Discharge is playing smart.
Discharge on the wall. Agent in the wall. Ford did not tap that wall. He's going to have a little bit of a gap coming into this final corner.
I'm not. Do we count out Discharge? No. No, you do not.
15
When
to
I was-
go.
oh,
Caution is out.
Austin.
Yellow.
Oh, it's that. Who is that?
Oh, it's Napa.
Oh, it's Napa. He's done.
So that's going to be Napa's race.
The late race yellow, Corey.
I think he hit the outside wall exiting turn 10.
He limps his
Hard
car.
break for Napa.
He's gonna limp his car outside the track. What a sad way to end your race. He was doing so well. He was on track for a 9th place finish.
Now we get a breather from that.
Yeah, you can take a quick breather. But that was some amazing racing from that top 3. That was amazing. There's now only 8 cars remain here at the Grand Prix of Arlington.
And we are most likely gonna get that G green this time message from Race Control.
I would love to see Race Control throw the green flag on this backstretch.
I mean, that would be cool.
As now we see here, Dino swerving to warm his tires. As then later tonight, don't we have NASCAR?
Yeah, tune in
Yeah,
later
that big
tonight
race.
for the Bubbles Cup Season 5 race.
At Talladega.
Or
Corey, you will be
Season 5
competing in
race
that.
5. Yeah, I will be competing in that later tonight. Season 5 race 5. The Aaron's 266. It's going to be, I believe, I don't even know. I think it's going to be like 100 laps. I forgot what they said.
Yep. Green, yeah, it is 100 laps. Green this time. And then tomorrow we have Nationwide's at Imola
33 laps
And-
there.
and F1, which will be me and Agent in the booth.
Yeah, it'll be late tonight. We'll be competing in that one too. Hopefully I can actually finish the race this time. But-
Yeah, hopefully you don't flip over.
Yeah. But Ford, Agent, Discharge, Blake, Kimmy, Turdy, Dino, and then Nas. On a really good drive by Nas. I mean,
I think
Thing is,
Nas
is
and
it-
Blake aren't lapped. I think the Race Control Michael's just not changing their laps.
oh no, they definitely are lapped. If they've crashed, they're lapped.
Oh, you crashed your lap.
Yeah, they've
All right,
crashed
well,
their
that's-
lap.
Yeah,
it
they
means
don't
where
get
it
their
is.
laps
They don't get their lap
brought
back.
back. So Blake actually might try to overtake Ford to get his lap back. That would be huge.
It's gonna be a restart at 14 to go. Coming up into the zone soon. Top 3 are
Coming
now. Yeah, we've obviously see how much they want to fight for the win, but add in two more street course ringers. Got to add in Blake and Kimmy. Green flag is back
Here we
out.
go, green flag.
Ford in
I
the
think blue
lead.
flag is
Agent
off of
chasing
Blake.
behind.
I think it'd be smart for Blake to get out of the way. Side by
Agent-
side into turn 1.
was a
Ford with the
really
better
early
jump.
Really, here
by
comes
Agent.
Blake trying to get his lap back.
Oh, Ford in the wall. Agent did good keeping that corner clean.
Oh,
He's gonna go down
Dino
to the inside.
contact with no! Into the tire barrier. No damage.
damage.
What a interesting move. But at least we kept it off. But at least we kept it from getting cooked. But now as you see here, entering the horseshoe, these 3 are gonna go back at it again. Round 2. Here with
Almost like it
14
never.
Ford, good send down the inside.
Yeah,
Look at that.
beautiful move by Ford. Discharge gonna try and get him on. Don't count out Blake, even though he's a lap down. Our St. Pete winner, he knows how to get around a street course.
Agent's gonna have a run. Agent's gonna go for it.
Past the speed. As now we go past the speed trap. I know there's not one. I'm just saying there is.
Round the
Side by
outside.
side.
It was good. He made it. He's gonna go. He's gonna have a
A
very,
little bit of contact. He might
very
be
big
cleared.
run. He
Ford might-
clears. Oh, almost.
Oh, contact! Here comes Discharge.
Very. I think Agent had tried to cross over back to the inside, but just cut it way too close. That could have ended very badly
Now-
for both of them.
Corey, that could have ended in 3 ways. They either kept it going like how they did, either go into the runoff area or crash.
And Ford goes way defensive. He's down to the wall before he actually reached the braking zone. That was a warning on agent blocking.
That is the first time outside of Stormy getting disqualified that race control has actually intervened, and the agent goes until the lead.
That was a really good.
The wall.
Agent did it again. Used his left rear to get that rotation, and then had an amazing turn too. I mean, that was insane. And then Ford hit that wall, made that mistake. Discharge is still there. It may only be Kimmy. It may only be Agent and Ford making most of the contact, but discharge is still there, waiting for these guys to make a serious mistake, and he is ready for the pounce just in case that happens.
Yeah, and even the back three aren't even losing them.
Yeah,
Just shows you how the fierce battling is slowing them down.
Feels under a blanket as I'm gonna take a look at everybody's tires.
Agent hard into the outside wall.
Dino is the only guy on reds. Now let's go back side by side. Here we go. We're fighting again in Arlington.
Discharge
side by side down the back stretch. Ford, can he clear him? Kenny.
He's not going to be able to make a move, but he is going to catch up a little bit side by side.
It's a huge run for Discharge.
Oh, that's a big run.
He looked for it, and that was going to be a very risky move to go 3 wide. I'm glad he did drop out. That could have ended really bad for all 3 of them if he did try to make that move. That would have been really tight. But Ford gets clear for the lead. Agent slots down to second, hits the wall. Here comes Discharge to make the. Oh, he actually lifted.
Here comes Turdy.
Turdy's in it. These guys are a little bit of contact between Turdy and Discharge.
Now just imagine the 325, guys. That's in about 4 weeks. Just imagine that. But now as you see here, what a race we've had so far, guys.
Yeah, this has been a wonderful race. Even though we did have a couple of yellows and a couple of
we had a disqualification.
Incidents. And a disqualification for watching the ARCA race.
I was watching the ARCA Talladega race. Like 3 people are gonna watch, but but yeah, this has been Corey. I know we're only 3 races into the season, but could this be race of the season?
This could quite be.
Definitely race of the
looking
season.
at this is a track we've never raced on before, and it was a very anticipated race. It was a highly anticipated race, and I just think. I don't think you'll get this type of energy from, later on tracks, but you never know. I think the racing, in general, racing has been, past St. Petersburg and Phoenix. I think this has so far been my favorite one so far. I think this, you're right. I think this could be possibly race this season.
Just remember, we got 2 new street courses coming up with Markham and Washington. We never know. Maybe those could be as good as, this race so far. Discharge smacks the wall. No damage has been given. The 83 is slow. I think you got a slowdown penalty.
This was hit the wall there, 4th.
So Dino's the only guy on red.
Agent is really strong through those first 2 corners. Just see the difference of line as he actually he caught a lot of time on Ford there. 11 to go. Now he's gonna come up into this horseshoe section. This is really Ford's best section as they come into the double right-hander.
Purdy into the wall. Smacking the wall in the entrance before the horseshoe is honestly kind of decent because it'll help. As we see here now, rounding the horseshoe, Discharge back into 3rd. Discharge back into 3rd place.
Agent starting to catch on Ford. He gained a lot of time out of that horseshoe. He's gonna have the draft.
Yeah, Agent did have a good run, but we also do have to remember we haven't even gone to Detroit in an IndyCar season, so that's another street course that we haven't been to. 4 new street courses this season, but it's only starting here at Arlington. Even though it might be race of the season, we still have a bunch of more tracks, and we do have that Bubble 325, the biggest race, not even of the schedule, but of the year for anything. Purdy into the wall.
That was
the biggest
huge advantage gained by Agent. I don't know if you guys saw that. He gained so much time down that back straightaway, and Ford made that mistake.
Side by side. Not just the biggest race in Kimmy's Speedwell in general.
Agent might have money.
Around the outside, he's got there.
Outside. Not clear. Might use that inside wall. No, he misses it.
Oh, that was really tight.
The inside.
That was really tight between the wall and Agent almost put Ford in the wall. Here comes Discharge. They're gonna go 3 wide. Discharge looks for it. He's gonna slide him back behind. He's gonna be behind Ford. He's gonna look for the exit speed.
Wait,
Agent clear for the lead.
Wait a minute. Look at Turdy and Kimmy. They're in eyes distance of them.
I
Could we
believe if
see
I
a
was Turdy and
five-star
Kimmy, I
battle?
would let Turdy have the spot if he doesn't make any mistakes. Turdy doesn't make any mistakes. I believe let Turdy have the spot. Go catch them while they're battling. Don't battle each other. And you'll be fine enough to be back in that battle for the lead because right now they are all over the place. Ford is not going to give up again. Discharge, I think, made a mistake coming out of turn 9. Now down the back straightaway. Huge gains by Ford. He's going to be there before the corner.
Yeah, Agents, even though he's in first, he is going to have to watch for that late defending. He did get a warning for that, another warning, and it is a deep drive-through penalty. That would ruin his race, though.
So
As you
Ford
know,
actually cleared around the outside. That was a strong exit by Ford.
You know,
Caution is out for somebody. I believe it might be Dino. It is.
Oh, it's
Huge
Dino.
crash for Dino. I
Yes,
think he might have
Dino.
hit a wall.
the Andretti Global. Is he a DNF?
yeah, what's down the back straight away?
We're gonna have a shootout. Like an 8-lap shootout to decide the winner of the Grand Prix of Arlington. Dude, this has been a great race. I can't process enough words to describe how much we've enjoyed this. But now, as we see here, we have 10 to go. I'm going to ask you guys, who is your final picks to win?
You know what?
It's
This might
too early
be
to
a
call.
little bit of a shock. I'm going to go discharge.
You read my mind, Dino. I got discharged too.
For me, it's
Who do you have, Corey?
too soon to call for me. Too soon to call. I got 5 guys that we got 5 people. Realistically, we've got 5 people that can win this race right now.
Realistically, the whole top 5 can win this race.
Yeah, so I can't really call yet who I am locking in because every lap there's a new leader. So, and Ford is in the lead now. It was Agent last lap. Discharge still has been on the conservative side, has not went for any passes, but it could have. He could have had the lead a couple laps now. So I don't know, but Turdy and Kimmy more on that side. If I had to choose, to be Turdy or Kimmy because I feel like the top 3 are gonna be involved in something quite drastic that could turn this whole race around for everybody else.
Yeah, this race could be turned upside down.
Agent Radio.
Shaking the socks.
Shaking in my socks. Yeah. Straight. Yeah, shaking in my socks. Says the Hy-Vee 45 Gatorade RLL machine. This is a beautiful livery, by the way. Can we take a look just to say how beautiful Agent's livery is?
Eh.
Nah. I mean, I like it, but if I wanted my logical opinion, Ford's is the best looking. Blue and white works. But as we see here, down this backstretch, this backstretch, Ford has clocked the fastest time, fastest speed, probably on a street course in most likely Bubbles IndyCar history with a 220 coming out of this backstretch.
Well, besides Indianapolis.
Besides Indianapolis.
The ovals.
Besides Indianapolis, and if you go way back to season 1, Michigan and Auto Club.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the only tracks who'd clock 220. And if we completed the 2012 season when Ford won St. Petersburg, we could have had Sao Paulo. But now, as we see here, we're at Arlington, passing Globe Life Field.
And at least you don't have the bumps.
Yeah, that's true. You guys ready to watch an 8-lap duel to decide the winner of the inaugural Grand Prix of Arlington?
Yeah, there's going to be a packed house, as you can see.
Duel. It's more like
yeah.
You said earlier.
Completely empty grandstands.
Oh my God. We're green at
Agent had an amazing start. That was actually to the inside. So Kimmy dives it on Turdy. Agent tried to go down the inside of Ford. It did not work out. Kimmy is almost on top of 30. It is going crazy. Ford smacks the wall. He almost had that chance to really drive away. He hit the wall, slowed his progress down. He's not going to give Agent another chance to get to him. Turdy's a third. Oh, everybody's making contact.
3 wide.
And Agent and Ford are not giving up. The sheer fight by both of these guys on each other is just insane.
This looks like season 1 all over again. But It was between Ford and Fearless.
Oh,
Oh,
Turdy smashed the
30.
wall.
Oh, everybody hit the wall behind them, I think.
Hitting the wall.
All right, watch this run. Last time Agent was this, he was the same amount of distance behind Ford. Got him right behind him before the braking zone. Let's see.
Yeah,
Maybe
here
just
he
not-
comes.
I think he's
Might
gonna be there
he
before
might
the braking
send it.
zone.
Down
He's
the
looking
back
for it.
stretch,
He's looking for it. Huge
There he
run down the
goes.
inside. Really dives it in. Ford gave him it.
Ford's gonna look for the crossover. There it is.
Oh, crossover attempt.
Agent on the outside. Gonna just move him. Not successful. Dino in the wall. He looked almost like airborne a little bit.
And that's as we see
That was
here.
a really good exit by Agent. He's gonna be there.
Agent Jeff with his final warning for
Agent has
avoidable
got
contact.
to watch out. One more warning, he could give himself a drive through and really end his race here.
Agent is shaking in his
Crossover.
sock hard.
Yeah, socks just shaking.
Dirty is there for the pounce. I
Dirty.
think he just hit the inside. I think he just hit the wall.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
Dirty hit the outside wall.
these drivers have been up.
That helped.
It's Agent.
That helped Agent. Agent's gonna get a crossover. He's gonna go try to look around the outside. Just
Oh.
the advantage on the inside is just not gonna be enough for Agent to really do anything. He's gonna look for a
Corey.
move again down the back straightaway.
Corey, look at 30. Look at 30.
Yeah, look at
Mistake
30.
from Agent. Turdy's still giving Agent that cushion. He's still giving him that chance to
Oh,
go
here
catch
comes
forward.
discharge also.
All right, watch discharge in this draft real quick.
Same distance
Yeah,
again.
with discharge, break the record.
Will discharge go for the land speed record? He hit 200 very early.
I don't think he's gonna get there.
Nah,
Nope.
yeah,
Nah, he
that's not
left.
gonna be it.
Oh, here comes
Agent
30.
hit the slowdown.
He got slow down.
Oh, Turdy gets damaged.
Oh, 30.
Turdy's
30
out.
got damaged.
Oh, I don't think he's out.
Oh no, not out.
Agent
Oh,
got
and Agent
damaged.
hits the wall. Turdy and Agent are gonna both lose a car.
And they're both gonna be a lap down.
Oh, no.
This puts Ford in a very, very. Oh my goodness.
This puts
I'm
discharge-
speechless. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. This puts Ford
We
in a
have
great
only-
position.
Only 3 cars can win this race now. Only 3 cars can, unless race control changes laps for everybody.
No, I don't. No, they're not gonna change it. This only puts 3 cars on the lead lap.
Only 3 cars can compete.
That quite literally was the incident that we thought would mess it up.
As yes, you
Would
know,
change
I
everything.
I saw Agent's crash. He tried to avoid 30 and just bam,
Just
smacking
got
into the
he
wall.
just got into the wall.
He sauced it too hard. But now it's all Ford. It's gonna be Ford versus Discharge versus Kimmy. We haven't talked about Kimmy much at all this race.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it is gonna be a 5-lap shootout.
I mean, I think after this weekend, Kimmy will still be the points leader.
Yeah, this isn't even the last race here at Arlington, because I do believe the Nationwide Series does go to Arlington. Yeah,
yeah,
race
th-
6.
that's gonna be a crazy race. I'll tell you what.
And I do believe Bubbles Cup also. Maybe.
Nope. Bubbles Cup is gonna go to Montreal.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Bubbles Cup's up to Montreal. Although I think Cup and IndyCar are gonna share a weekend at Road America.
Well, I believe now I think I'm gonna lock in my vote. I think I'm gonna go with you guys. I'm gonna go with this show. I think I'm gonna lock that in. I think there's something that I think the mistake is there for Ford being, obviously Ford has worked well in the past being under pressure, but I think the pressure will cause some sort of mistake, and I think Discharge has waited long enough now that I think he's ready to, at least make some moves.
Yeah, Discharge is just ready to go for it. But I wonder if that pressure is gone for him, because Agent is now a lap down. I wonder if Ford's just going to let up a little bit and then just Discharge is just going to pounce on it.
I think Ford's gonna take it easy. But he's gonna defend, but he's gonna take it easy.
But also,
Considering-
don't take out Agent's teammate Kimmy in the 15.
Yeah, the 15 Mobile One Honda for Ray Hall Letterman Lanigan Racing. Ray Hall Racing has had a great season so far.
Yeah, more importantly for Kimmy, since Agent is now a lap down, Kimmy can almost cruise to a P3 finish and take over the points lead because they are tied due to Agent's pole.
I was gonna say he could pace, but logically they could lap him twice, and that would, put him last.
Yeah, but it's going to be really important. It is going to be a battle between Chip Ganassi, Team Penske, and Ray Hall, Letterman Lanigan. The 10 of Ford, the NTT data car takes
green flag is back out.
and there it is.
Great start from everybody as you see here. Oh, discharge breaks early.
Oh, Kimmy gets
discharge.
sent.
Kimmy tried to go for the move, was not able to get it done, and then made that mistake. Now he's gonna slide in a little bit farther back.
Kimmy.
Huge crash. Oh wait, they've got it together.
No damage at all. What a wacky crash.
That has got to be very unfortunate for Agent to be.
Now discharge on the inside, side by side. The two blue cars.
He's done waiting. Here he comes. Two blue cars battling for the lead.
Yeah, it's blue versus blue.
This looks like players Forsyth back in the 2000s where they were blue versus blue.
Didn't have double right-hander. That was optimal. He's actually going to run wide. He's going to be in the wall.
Oh, into the wall.
He's going to hit the wall.
Ford could run away with it, but with this backstretch draft, I wouldn't count anybody out.
Yeah, very lucky for Agent to not get damaged. He did hit his left rear on the wall, but luckily didn't have the speed to initiate that damage on the script. So very lucky for Agent, and also lucky for Kimmy for not hitting the fence. I do believe that would have been a DNF.
Yeah, God bless
for
contact.
Hitting the fence.
As God bless contact spin physics as Ford hit the wall, that's going to give discharge the run. Coming in now, 4 laps to go. From the Grand Prix of Arlington.
Hit the wall.
4 laps to go. 4 laps
to P4.
It's already up to P4, down up to P5. So far, everybody is going to get points out of this day.
Oh, and that's just bouncing off of the wall. Agent's going to look trying to get past him.
It's going to be funny, Nast, after this race, because somebody's going to have to break the news to, who is it? Hold up. Somebody's going to have to break the news to Marcus that Stormy is off his team and has lost his license.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Well,
Makis is going to be very
news, but I really don't think that.
Makis is going to be angry.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think it's going to be that serious for Marcus.
I don't think Makis is going to care.
Makis is going to be like, oh. He's going to be like, oh, okay. But as we see here, Ford is...
Yeah, Ford voting a little bit. Oh, almost got the corner cut. Discharge hard into the wall.
Discharge quit shaking. Discharge has got to stop shaking in his toes.
I wish I had locked in my my guess on Ford. I was gonna do Ford, and then I guess it only made sense to do. I guess it only made sense to do Ford. I mean, this guy's pace is just.
Oh, it's not over yet.
Yeah,
I mean, it is not over yet. But if it continues like this, you mean.
Who is it? It's Nast. That's the Puma.
Oh no, we was gonna go for a top 10.
Well, you still got the top. Well, you still got the top 10.
We still got the top 10. But we wouldn't go to point.
Oh no, you actually didn't. You didn't get better. You still got the top 10 though.
Is it gonna be a 2-lap? Are we going 2-lap shootout?
This is gonna be a 2-lap shootout. This is gonna be green.
Going green this time. It is not over. Ford still has the shot to make a mistake. Kimmy will line up third because he's got it. He has to get that spot over. Kimmy was actually in 4th running.
Kimmy's gonna be stuck behind Turdy.
Oh wow.
They don't overlap or reposition.
It doesn't matter how hard you drive. Because at the end of the day, the race can end in a green-white checker.
And this will be the last restart of the race.
Yeah, there are no overtimes in IndyCar compared to Bubbles Cup. As we see here, it is the 3. Yep, people's palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
The nerves are up. Discharge slot.
Unless if we do, we might get a yellow on 2 to go and might go back green.
Discharge
Go green
slots in
immediately.
behind
Going to the white.
Ford. One
That
car
might happen,
splits
but this would
Kimmy.
most likely
But yeah, no,
our last yellow.
One
as we
car
see here,
splits
down-
Kimmy in a discharge.
down the backstretch, you can hear the heartbeats from the drivers. The pressure is on for Ford. You know, don't count out that green and black Dreyer and Reinbold entry of 30, though.
And don't count out that the drivers are a lap down if they do wreck each other.
Yeah, if these two crash, Kimmy could walk away with the win.
And if Kimmy crashes, then it's going to go to the people on the lap down.
So it is Ganassi versus Penske versus Letterman. Can Team Ray Hall get a win? Can they go back-to-back wins, but this time with a different driver? Or can Ganassi pick up their other win? As Ford says in the radio, I'm shaking my jiggly, bro.
All right, here we go. Ford coming up to the zone.
Yeah,
Discharge
all these
behind
drivers are
him.
shaking
Kimmy
it.
will be one car split from both Ford and Discharge. So Ford will be first one to hit the line. But something that we've seen pretty often is that second car gets a little bit of an advantage when it comes down to the restart. Finding just in general,
Especially
like 2
that
to 3
dirty
miles
air.
an hour difference on pace.
Here we
But it's
go.
come to the restart. It's green
And
again.
the final restart
Discharge
is underway.
He's got that advantage. Remember what I was talking about? He's got that advantage. He's gonna go to the inside.
Oh,
Ford around
they're
the
banging
outside.
in.
30s runs into him. Kimmy runs into him.
Kimmy goes back into his third place position. They are now under a blanket.
Top
1, 2,
3
3,
all lead
lap.
lap. Top
line.
3 all lead lap. Now under a blanket. Discharge is not going to give it up. Ford made a
Here
mistake.
he
He had to
goes.
check up. Here comes Discharge around the outside.
Punches his way
He's going to
through.
have
He
the
pulled
preferred
it.
lane into the horseshoe. If Ford doesn't clear him, he's not going to be able to.
But here comes Kimmy.
He folds it. I'm on board with Kimmy right now.
Side by side.
Discharge around the outside. Clears for the lead.
Discharge
Ford
clears him
slots
for the
back
lead.
into second. Kimmy chasing
But
down
we-
in 30.
this is
Still
gonna
going to
be a
be there in
huge
case
run to the
Ford
back
and
straightaway.
Discharge get into it. Down the back straightaway. Discharge is going to have
Watch
to
out
look
for Kimmy.
defensive. He looks way defensive. Trying to break the
They're gonna
draft. Now he's going to
stink.
go down to the inside. Going to go to the right side wall.
Ooh.
That
Oh, this is going to be tight.
I
Side by
think
side.
Ford might have that
This
momentum. A lot of it in contact.
Oh, Kimmy almost. Ooh, that could have been really bad. That could have been really scary.
I mean, as you called him earlier, Nas, Ford is
It
rocket
just
man.
bumped into the back of Kimmy.
Oh, Kimmy slaps the wall.
That might be a drive-through penalty for a DTP for Asian for avoidable contact.
And now
And if he
into the,
doesn't,
Both of
oh,
them
they
hit the
both
wall.
smacked the wall.
That could have been a really good spot for Discharge to gain.
The one thing that's stopping Ford is that slowdown in turn 10 as we go to the final lap of the Arlington Grand Prix.
White flag in the air. Discharge still trying to chase Ford. Ford with the defensive move, trying to
Agent
run
is
away
most
with
likely
it.
going to be under review
early.
after the race. If he does get that penalty, it would disqualify him and put him into 14th.
Discharge still following. Ford still trying to drive away. I
Actually,
think
no,
he's still
13.
driving away. Coming up into the left-hander. Coming up to the horseshoe. Really good drive down for Discharge. He's going to get closer to the horseshoe.
Corner.
As now as we see here entering the horseshoe for the final time here at the Arlington
Bad
Grand Prix.
exit.
Ford has the gap, but that backstretch, Corey, we talked about it all race. He's going to get the draft, and like you said, he could perform the last
Ford in the
lap
wall. Discharge
pass.
in the wall.
We
Ford
talked about it.
tagged the wall. I don't think he got slowed down. Here they come to the back straightaway. The run is here. This is Discharge's last
the wall.
opportunity to make something happen. He's going to have a run down this back straightaway, gaining speed by the second. Ford has
I
got
don't
to
think
be
it's
ready.
enough, though.
He's hustling. He's hustling.
He's trying
It's
to
not
get
going to be
there.
close enough. He's going to be able to set himself up for turn 13 and turn 12.
Is he going to send it?
That was a really good quarter by
He's
Discharge.
in the wall.
He tapped the
No,
wall,
He's in
though.
the wall.
He has.
Ford.
Last
He
shot
only has
for
two
Discharge,
more
turn
corners.
12. I don't believe it will happen. Discharge is in the wall. Ford's
Oh,
there.
He's in the
no.
I
It
think
has
it's
been
over.
a race
Out of the-
of events that have happened, but Ford opens up the season. It was quite questionable in the beginning, but now he's going to come to Arlington. He wins the first ever IndyCar Series race at Arlington. Congratulations. Discharge gets second.
now-
Kimmy will get third. Unfortunate for
Agent will
him
get
as he got
fourth.
caught in that.
Agent will get fourth for the meantime. Agent is not. We don't know if
Yeah.
he's fourth still. We've still yet to see.
He's
Man,
fourth
Discharge
or
had
now.
is your winner in the bright blue and white NTT data machine of Ford. He can officially say I have won the first ever Roblox Arlington Grand Prix, and he will cherish this probably for the rest of his road racing career. Man, what a great! I gotta ask you guys, who do you think should earn the driver of the day?
You know, even though he won, I do think it's Ford. He drove an amazing race. He was just everywhere. He was front of the field, back of the field.
And we
Drivers
actually
come
do
to
have
congratulate
Ford
him.
up here with
There's
us
his
right now. We
teammate.
got a lot of guys congratulating him. Ford, you win the first ever race at Arlington. It was a race where it was a high anticipated race. There were points. I know you obviously felt that it was kind of out of your hands. How did you manage to keep calm, collective, and then come back and be able to hold off discharge and go ahead and win the race?
Yeah, thanks. Honestly, it was a great race, very fun race, battling with Asian discharge those last few stints. It was very hard. But yeah, I all I want to do just trying my best to not wreck the car. Don't put myself in a bad position. Make good pit stops. Don't speed on pit road. I didn't do any of that. The strategy they have fresher tires, but I think my car, bubble, all Chip Ganassi, they brought me a very good car. So despite the tire wear disadvantage, um, I was just able to persevere. And once agent, um, my teammate Blake also, we had great strategy, great teamwork, and once agent crashed, everybody just crashed. Like I was just stay consistent. I mean, just not crashing and staying out of trouble is a key to success. And once agent crashed, I knew it was gonna be between me and discharge, and I knew I just had to pull away, and that's what I tried to do, and I think I did it pretty well. So yeah, just a great race. My first win, Bubbles IndyCar win in 2026. So I'm very happy about that, and yeah, I mean, one in Arlington, inaugural Arlington winner, and it's a good points day for the team after a disappointing day in Phoenix. So, yeah, and I just want to say GG to all my competitors: Agent Discharge, Napa, Blake, Dino, uh,
Ford, I gotta ask you a question.
Timmy, and just yeah, it was a great race.
But Ford, I gotta ask you a question real quick before you go. How was it going one against Agent and two trying to defend against him?
Yeah, Agent, he's just like the sauce god, so it's always gonna be hard racing with him, and we were having good racing. Had a few contact warnings, but I didn't think any of it. We were having lots of fun, and I think that I mean any stint, he could be a little bit faster. I could be a little bit faster. Even discharge could be the fastest in a stint. It was just staying with it, and like yeah, just staying with it.
Obviously, Ford, you are going to take over the points lead. So how do you feel about that going into Barber?
I think I'm super excited because this first part of the schedule, lots of courses, street courses, and I'm not the best oval driver, so I'm trying to take as much of the opportunity as I can, gather all the points because I like these courses, and I think they're where I'm at my best. So taking the points lead early, and I'm very excited about that, and I'm just gonna try and run away with it.
Yes. Ford, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Um, Yeah, Bubbles Cup Saturday, Bubbles Cup at Talladega later tonight. I'm gonna be racing in there as well. Hopefully, I can bring home both two trophies today. So, yeah, thanks.
And
All
before you
right,
go, I was going to ask you about going. We do have, obviously, you said not the best on ovals. We do have three road courses before we go to the Bubble 325. How will you gain with this win, with the momentum? How are you going to carry that into the 325, knowing that you're the defending winner? And how are you going to do that?
Well, I think it starts by winning. Ideally, I want to win the next three races: Barber, Long Beach, Indy Road Course. I want to win all of them. And then going into Indy, After winning the fourth Bubble 325, I think have lots of more knowledge and experience, and I'm ready for it. I mean, just full send into each race.
All right, Ford. It's one to
Yes.
remember.
Right.
Good job. Came out on top. Good luck next week.
All right, thanks.
All right, so
You know who we should interview next? Agent JF.
Yeah.
Agent
Oh,
JF
let's get to. Well, let's
is
get
with
P2.
us.
Let's get P2 up here. Let's get P2 up here, or not.
Yep, no, too late.
He
No,
is
no, never mind,
P2
never
is
mind.
gonna be
Oh,
with
let's
us
get
as
P2 up here.
P2 is
All
gonna be
right,
with us.
discharge. P2. Not
Hey,
bad. How'd you think you did your team? How you think your team Penske car did today?
it was fast, we ran about third to fourth all day. It was a good battle with Ford and Agent until, well, Agent died. But, towards the end there, I thought I could have got him, but we made a little contact with two to go on, like, the backstretch. I kind of hit the wall, and then Kimmy drove a little bit under me, so we lost a bit there. And then, on that white flag, I had a run, but I kind of hit the wall. Um, I don't know
You
which
did.
corner, but yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, it was fun until about that white flag when there was so many people in the VC talking about my Wi-Fi sucks. Oh, this Torch, can you catch him? My Wi-Fi sucks. So I mean,
What?
it was fun. It was fun until then. But everybody drove very good today, except for actually, I'm not gonna say that. But it was very fun.
Just do you like your Penske seat?
Yep.
Hmm.
I just told Marcus that his driver got disqualified and lost his license, and he just said, "Well, I figured didn't need him on my team anyways." Okay.
All
Anyways,
right.
discharge. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Um, Me and my team are looking forward to what is it, Barber? I think.
Yep, Baba.
I don't know where my teammates were at, so that kind of sucks. But
They'll come in. Don't worry.
yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank you for having me up.
Yep. Thank you for
He's
being
getting
P2.
fired. All right. Well, that was
That is
P2. Congratulations, Discharge getting second.
now it's
Puff,
time
this
for
is your
Agent
next
Jeff.
guy.
Now it's Agent fourth. What happened?
Yep. Well, let's talk about it. Why don't we? I go up to P3 in points. Happy about that. Um, so here's what happened. I was trying to fight with Ford, running back down, battle for the lead once again, and I hit the CC in that corner. Hadn't hit it all race. Hit it right there at the end. And so Turdy tries to take evasive action. He goes to the outside. He just hits the wall kind of flush. Loses a left rear. Loses a left rear.
Left rear.
Loses a left rear there. Okay. And I'm already going slow because CC. I'm like, well, that was stupid. And then Turdy's spinning out in front of me because I'm accelerating after getting the CC, and I just go to the left. I hit the wall perfectly flush. Left rear just dies. Just dies. So puts me a lap down, takes me out of the race. After that, I maximized P4 pole 26 points. Got the second most points, only behind Ford. So I'm only 5 points behind him in the points. So Kimmy's 2 points behind him. I'll be there. I'll get him a Barber. I'll be the fastest. So
Agent, I gotta ask you a question. What was your reaction to seeing Stormy getting disqualified and losing his license?
kind of expected. He just kept saying that he was gonna leave and watch Arca just to watch the people single file spaced out, like top 10 pack. Way ahead of everybody else. Kind of boring. So I'm glad he got to go watch that.
All right,
I
and
do
hey,
have a
just
I have one more question. You did state when you were speaking about the wreck, you seemed kind of shocked, or not really shocked. You just seemed like it wasn't supposed to happen. That the tire just died. Do you feel
Yeah.
that you feel like your team doesn't have the parts, the proper parts? You guys feel like you need to go back and change some things on the car?
Nah. I think it's just a freak accident. It's just whatever. Not gonna think about it. I'll take my P4 and pull and move on.
All right, well, that was a good chase back for P4 there. Wishing you better luck next week at Barber.
Thank you.
I don't know if Napa
Mhm.
gets one, but we'll do one more. I think this is the final one. I think it's gonna be Napa.
I think Napa is our final interviewer, and then we're gonna end the stream.
All right, Puff.
Yo,
What's up, Napa?
Corey, I'm gonna let you take this one. I'm gonna go.
I have no
All right.
idea. I kind of forgot where you finished, but tell me about your race, Napa. How do you think it went?
uh, we qualified good. Uh, we didn't have a good day. Uh, got damaged early in the race. Was a lap down basically the whole entire race. Uh, uh, just a disappointing day. I feel bad for my team and me. Just ruining my shot to like chase for the championship in IndyCar, bro.
Well, that is unfortunate. Now, since Puff asked it, I'm gonna ask it again. What was your reaction to Stormy getting his license?
When he said he was gonna go live stream for ARCA race, I knew it was over. That's pretty funny. This dude left the IndyCar race for a poor ARCA boring poopy fest race.
All right, well, uh, wishing you better luck next week, Napa. Obviously, didn't go your way. Wishing you better luck next week at Barber. All right, that was an awkward interview. That's gonna conclude it for Arlington. Obviously, saw Ford run away with the victory. Discharged second. Kimmy rounded out third. Obviously, a lot of guys race did not go their way. Hopefully, a lot of guys looking for a better finish next week at Barber. Thank you for tuning in. That is the NTT IndyCar Series at Arlington. See you next week.